Hello, my wonderful viewers, and welcome to another episode of Betty Adams Overanalyzes. Tonight is the third night of our countdown until the Mandalorian Season 2 releases. Over the next 3 nights, I'm going to release the top 5 theories and or questions that Season 1 left us with, or perhaps only left me with. We'll see in the comments. Some of them, Season 2 will probably answer. Some might wait for Season 3. However, as they appear more complex than a mere season can reveal, we will see. So, that being said, let's jump right in. Question number 3. How and why did Moff Gideon get the Darksaber? Now, the first most obvious and most terrifying answer is that he or one of his minions pried it out of Bo-Katan's cold, dead hands after an epic battle. Given that we see Moff Gideon not only land personally on Navarro to deal with Mando and crew himself, but also fly into a dogfight in which he acquits himself rather well, but not spectacularly, against Mando, we can assume that this is a possibility. Moff Gideon has skills that involve more than being the most efficient paper pusher around the Imperial water cooler, but there are a wealth of other possibilities to consider in addition to the nominally cool one. But first, the same day Season 2 Episode 1 airs, my Indiegogo campaign winds down for Humans Are Weird, I Have the Data. If you want to explore a universe where all the aliens are reasonably cute and prone to cuddling big scary humans, go check out my book at the link below the video. Humans Are Weird, I Have the Data. Moff Gideon is shown as nothing if not cunning. He set up such a convincing front in Warner Hershog that none of us even thought to ask if it was the front for a more powerful big bad through the first 6 episodes. The Gid Moff knows how to manipulate the situation so that the pieces fall into his hands with as little effort on his part as possible. He was perfectly happy keeping the covert alive down in their hidey hole until it no longer served his ends. He wants something, so he pulls strings so he doesn't have to get his hand dirty. When the strings snap, however, he hasn't the slightest qualm about actually getting his hands dirty. That given, it is logical to assume that he would have first tried to manipulate his way into the Darksaber. He might very well have offered a political alliance to Bo-Katan. He might have argued that he wasn't the empire that had devastated her people. Who knows? She might have even accepted an alliance of sorts. She's cut quite a few deals in her time. Then Moff Gideon would have double-crossed Bo-Katan, of course. She might be a ball of death-watching fury down in some Imperial cell just waiting for her knight in Beskar armor to show up with his little green sidekick and liberate her. Then, of course, is the midway option of a battle that went badly and a live capture without the added political intrigue. Bo-Katan telling Moff Gideon where he can shove his smooth words from the get-go and getting herself captured live through twists of fate. This would also end with her stewing in a cell, waiting with righteous fury for the time to rise again. There is also the possibility that the tricksy old Moff Gideon just had it stolen, and there was a furious Bo-Katan hunting him down. This universe is, after all, full of thieves who at that level of skill. However, the single most likely scenario, if not the most interesting story-wise, is a prolonged battle with Bo-Katan falling last of all her warriors, some nameless stormtrooper confiscating the Darksaber and then turning it over to Moff Gideon with all due paperwork filled out. Which, of course, leads us to the inevitable question of why Moff Gideon has the Darksaber on his person in a dogfight. If it was just a trophy of war, it should be hung over a massive desk in an office, Admiral Thrawn style. If it is a symbol of the destruction of Mandalorians, it should be disassembled in a museum with each piece labeled and displayed for all the galaxy to see. Moff Gideon would only keep it on his person if he intended to use it for some political gain. Now, the Darksaber has 2 political meanings. It unites the Mandalorians first and foremost. However, given that the Imperials did and still actively are hunting and exterminating the Mandalorians, it does seem fairly unlikely that Moff Gideon plans on uniting the few that are left. Even if he could, of what use would that be? The other political use of the Darksaber is, more interestingly, opposing the Jedi. Now, that would be very powerful to a Moff in a galaxy that is witnessing the rise of a new Jedi Order. He could prey on the propaganda against the Jedi that is still prevalent in the remnants of the Empire. The Darksaber is also a show of strength. He has defeated the Mandalorians, and he will defeat this upstart Republic and their pet Jedi. And those are my theories. And 3 more days till Season 2, my friends. So what do you think, my wonderful viewers? Leave a like if you agree, and leave a comment cutting my question like a Darksaber if you have a theory of your own. Go check out The Humans Are Weird, I Have the Data, a book of human absurdity, fun science fiction for when you run out of Mandalorian episodes to watch. Peace out, my wonderful viewers. And that is our dose of daily weirdness for today. If you found that you like what you heard, wander on over to Indiegogo and purchase a copy of Humans Are Weird. I have the data. The link is below. If you don't want to purchase the book or find you can't at the moment, share this around if you think it's worth sharing. Hit up Facebook, Tumblr, whoever. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next chapter.